Welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Guys, today we have a special guest with us, none other than Anae. Anae is one of the Shirelles. Anae can tell us that you've been with the group now for the last 26 years as an entertainer, singer with the, not the originals,
right,
but you came on in 1989.
Yes.
Okay, now, being a singer, it's something special in my heart because I would love singing. I wish I could have been like in your shoes, not as a top-notch singer the way you are, but I always wanted to do something. I would be involved with the do the a cappella stuff back in New York, in the hallways of the project, singing.
Doo-wop.
You know, the doo-wop. I love my doo-wops, and you guys have always done so well with the group and following the originals. Can you tell us a little bit about how it started for you?
Well, it started for me, like you said, in 1989. I was busy doing the New York circuit. I had my own band. I had my own singers. And I got the call to do the Shirelles. Now, most people may or may not know this. Being one of the Shirelles is a humongous, as my grandson says, ginormous deal. It was the first female group that ever sold 1 million records in the history of music.
Wow.
So they preceded the Supremes and all the other girl groups that followed. So when I got the call to do the audition, I was like, no way, no way. So I went, I did it, and Beverly Lee, the woman that I spent 26 years performing with, she chose me. And it's been amazing. It was an amazing journey.
Yeah, it's been like, you know, for the future generations, what you're doing now, after the original Shirelles. Now, back in 1958, when the original Shirelles started, it was back in Passaic, New Jersey.
That is correct.
Okay, and you're from Newark, I understand?
I grew up in Newark.
Great, great. And so that's where the originals, Shirelles started back in Passaic. They went to a high school for, it was like a talent show, and they got involved, and that's when the first record came out. And it was one of the great ones because it was one of the big hits in the I Met Him on a Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, it couldn't be any day of the week. When I said Sunday, it must have been in church.
I doubt it, but okay.
But anyway, okay. So now, all these songs, all these years that you guys have been traveling around the world, doing the circuit with the music. What kind of experience have you experienced doing singing? I mean, it got to be with the Shirelles. Everybody got to say, "Oh my God, the Shirelles! They had so many big hits back in the days. It was one after the other."
Yes.
How does it on the road singing these big songs, these great songs?
The entire 26 years was amazing. I met all kinds of folks that I used to watch on TV, and now I'm sharing the stage with them. And one of the things that happened one night was this woman came up to us after we performed. And she had tears running down her face, and she said, "Oh my God, I would give time off my life to be a singer." And that just stuck with me. It's like, wow, that the magnitude of that statement.
Right. Now, there's been big hits like Will You Love Me Tomorrow?
Yes.
And Dedicated to the One I Love.
Yes.
You know, I mean.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. But why do they call it Little Soldier Boy? Is there Little Soldier Boy? Just Soldier Boy.
Just Soldier Boy.
So I thought it was Little Soldier Boy. I said, what? Little Soldier Boy? But
because that's in the song. That's in the lyrics.
Soldier Boy, my little soldier boy. I said, little, it must be a little guy? I mean, I wonder.
Don't know.
You never thought about that?
I
always look at I say, wait a minute, is he a little guy or what? A little soldier boy? I mean, when I was in the Army, I mean, I think I was a little guy. I mean, all these guys are big guys, and but not a little soldier boy in the record.
I never thought about it, Joe.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
I tell you,
That's really good.
I stay on top of everything.
I see.
Now, tell us a little bit about what you're doing a production here in Vegas.
Yes.
Called Butt, B-U-T-T?
The whole thing. You got to say the whole thing, Joe.
What is the whole thing?
This is a man's world.
This is a man's world. ...
But.
This is a man's world.
But. B-U-T-T-T.
Oh, three T's.
3 T's.
Must be a big.
Well.
T-T-T.
Well, you know what it is. You know, the music was dominated by males.
Yeah.
When we were doing all these shows, and no matter what, it was always one girl group, and the rest were guy groups.
Right.
And I thought it was important to share with the world a perspective of doing male songs by a female, right? So, because this is a man's world, but don't leave us out.
Okay.
So that's how it
And you made
started.
explanation point by saying with 3 T's at the end.
You got it.
No question about it.
None.
It's a man's world, but
But
remember,
remember that.
you guys are there, right?
That's exactly correct. That's correct.
Unbelievable. That's good stuff. Now, how did it go with the travels and your production team that you have here in Vegas? Is that going to be something with anything with travel? Or are you looking for a stage here in Vegas?
Well, I'm open to all possibilities. Obviously, I live here in Vegas and my whole cast lives here. I have 4 incredible dancers, 3 background singers, an 8-piece orchestra, and costumes up the wazoo. And it's a fun show because I've summarized some of the acts that I performed with.
Right.
So like Chubby Checker, Leslie Gore, Smokey Robinson, Aretha, Gladys Knight.
You've been with all the people, huh?
Oh,
my.
man.
Sing with them.
Pinch me, pinch me, pinch
Man, I'll
me.
tell you, man, I wish I was there doing that. I mean, watching you guys, I mean,
Yeah.
these are entertainers that are some of my favorite. You had the honor of singing along with these guys.
Yeah, we shared the stage with so many, the Temptations, the Four Tops, Little Anthony and the Imperials. Oh,
Little
come
Anthony.
on.
Little Anthony Imperial, that's one of my favorites,
I
man.
know, Frankie
And he
Valli,
lived in Frankie Valley.
Tony Bennett.
Oh, Tony Bennett. You know, I never seen Tony Bennett. I never
Amazing.
seen him in person yet. I want to meet him.
He's awesome.
I got to meet this guy. He's really friendly and he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't have dinner with him that night, but we did get a chance to chit chat a little bit. He's awesome. He's just amazing.
Little Anthony, that's one
Little
of my
Anthony.
favorites. One of my favorites, I tell you.
I have stories about that
that?
in the production.
Tears on my pillow.
That's the one you like.
That's the one I like.
I like the one, my favorite.
Which one's that?
Well, I
Think I'm going out of my head.
I love that.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
I love
too.
it. Yes.
But I'll tell you, I'm glad you're here in Vegas. Now you've been here for what, 19 years now?
I've been 15 years
15.
here.
15 in Vegas. And your husband, I got to
Yes.
meet him, Salim.
Yes.
Great guy.
He's a great guy.
He's a great boxing fan too, I understand.
He knows all about you.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but I hope it's all good stuff.
It's all good stuff. Oh, and by the way, just for the record, that B-U-T-T-T,
Uh-huh.
that extra T,
Yeah.
came from him.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me about it. How did that happen?
I can't get inside his brain, but all I can tell you is that he said, no, honey, don't use 1 T, don't use 2. Make it 3.
Maybe he was stuttering.
Probably being with me made him stutter. Right?
That's where the 3 T's come about.
Yeah, he came up with that. Yeah, he did. He did.
That's pretty good, pretty good. I got to ask him about that. Where did that come from? Did he get punched in the head? Pop, 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 pop? Or was it just,
That's so funny.
let's see.
He came up with it. I don't
That's
know.
great,
He
that's great.
pulled
I like
out
it. I
of-
love it. I
Me
never heard it
too.
before. I saw 2 T's at the end, but 3. I mean, he's really making a point.
Yeah, indeed.
So now, what's your next show? When is your next show coming up?
Well, we're working on it right now. We're looking for a home for the production here or abroad, anywhere in the country. The show has wings, it has legs, and we're all set and ready. Wait till you see the show.
I would love to see that.
Fun,
I
fun,
would
fun,
love to
fun.
see it. I'd love to see it. Now, you guys travel around the world. Which is your favorite country?
That is so tough.
I know you're going to tell probably Europe, but I'm sure you've been in other places.
You know, I enjoyed
Asia?
I enjoyed Taiwan. I really enjoyed Taiwan.
Taiwan was nice, huh?
Taiwan. I loved it there. But I also loved Greece.
Greece?
And I used to enjoy going to Canada quite a bit. And a lot of the islands we spent time in your neck of the woods, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Yeah.
You went to El Conquistador Hotel.
El Conquistador, of course, it's the United States, but I'm just thinking about all the places we went. Yeah, the El Conquistador.
You know, I was executive manager of the El Conquistador Hotel. I was there from 69 to 77.
Just shy of when I got there.
Yeah. You got there a little bit after I left. But I was with the executive manager at the El Conquistador Hotel, assistant manager, executive assistant manager, and then I went to casino operations with the El San Juan Hotel Corporation out of the New York office. But I was always at the El Conquistador Hotel, and I got to
Beautiful.
meet one of my great friends, Willie Mays.
Ooh.
Willie Mays used to come there, Mickey Mantle, Elston Howard, Joe DiMaggio, all the great ones, Brooks Robinson, all come up there for the celebrity golf tournaments. And that's where Sylvia, my wife, was the clubhouse manager, so she would run the tournaments, and I was the executive manager of the hotel. So I had all these guys for myself. For the cocktail party, I'll take them up to one of the suites,
Nice.
and then we would, from there, after the golfing that day, we would then just go out, have dinner, and we did that for 3 consecutive years. So I had a lot of fun hanging out with
Yeah,
with all
it
these
sounds
Hall of
like fun.
Famers. I never thought in my wildest dream that I'd be with those great Hall of Famers, the best guys in the world. I had so much fun with Willie Mays and I mean, it was crazy. Jordan Maggio, Brooks Brown, Johnny Bench was another great one. We had so much fun at the El Conquistador. So I'm glad that you got to make it there.
Oh, yes, it was wonderful.
It got a little bit devastated now with the Hurricane
gonna ask you
Maria,
about that.
but I was out there last October to check it out. Went to the Conquistador, and they let me go in. I met with the general manager, just go over and see the whole place, and they have a little bit to go yet before they open up. But it was really great being there.
You know, I guess even though we were in different arenas, the same thing, like you were fascinated with meeting all these people. The same thing for me. I was, I tried not to go goo goo gaga, but when I met the Four Tops, I did go goo goo gaga. I went like, I couldn't get words out of my mouth.
Yeah, as long as you didn't go with Lady Gaga, you went.
No,
with,
I didn't go gaga.
Okay.
Don't get Lady Gaga.
Okay, it was just
but I
Goo Goo
really
Gaga.
was. I was trying not to. You know how you try to pretend not to be starstruck,
Right,
but
right.
you really are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was doing
Yeah,
that.
I've been there. I've done that.
Yes.
But you try to be, hey, how you doing? Oh my God. this
Right,
guy-
right. Pinch me, pinch me,
Oh,
pinch
it's
me.
unbelievable. Willie Mays, hanging out with Willie Mays
Yes.
every day,
Yes.
having a good time with
Yes.
him. And Jordan Maggio, we were having a drink together. He puts on a drink at Jordan Maggio, but he was like, I couldn't believe I was with these guys, and it's an honor having you with us here today. I mean, but you got to tell me a little bit more about that music background of yours. I mean, how did you get started?
Ooh, I got started with a bowl of lemons in my life. I had a big bowl of, they say you have lemons in your life, you make lemonade. Well, I had a big bowl of lemons, and I made myself some delicious lemonade.
Okay.
And it's really the truth.
Okay.
I started singing, and, well, first of all, I started dreaming about it. I had not ever sung in church, never. I was too shy. I know you can't believe that part, but I was extremely shy. And I started dreaming about singing and performing because I always knew I was a singer in my heart, but my life didn't look like I was a singer.
Right.
So I had to take nothing and turn it into something. And out of that desire and that dream and that force that was pushing me, I call it, my Heavenly Father, but that force was pushing me. And I said, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. And I started singing. And people started to like it. And the more they liked it, the more I did it. And so I just kept going. And then I started writing these songs because there was a musical director that I worked with. And he, just as simple as this, he says, do you write songs? And I said, no, I don't. He said, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. He said, yes, you do. Now go home and write a song. What did I do? I went home and wrote a song. Mm-hmm. And I became a songwriter.
And you didn't know you had that hidden
I
talent.
did not know.
That's what happens. A lot of folks out there, I tell you, sometimes they say, I can't do this, I can't do that. I say, try it, you see. A lot of folks out there have hidden talent. They just
They don't even know to tap into it.
Yeah, they don't even know. Get up and do something.
Yeah.
And you realize that, wow, I can do this.
Never knew it.
Yeah,
He
so
just said that.
Now, as far as the singer, you sing a lead or
I do. In the production, I sing all the songs.
all the songs?
Yeah, I do. I sing all the songs, and I have my background singers who cover the background for
Okay.
me, and then I have my dancers who add such a wonderful touch
Sure.
because they're from Cuba and Brazil,
Wow.
New York.
Right.
Yeah, I have some incredible
Well,
dancers.
dancing is a good part of the entertainment world
For
because
sure.
I mean, you get shows here in Vegas, and if you don't have dancers and you have these showgirls there, it's like a blot. It's dry. But when you put out the dancers out there, it just puts a lot of energy to the whole performance.
And I also have within my dancers I have a tap dancer.
Oh,
So we do some Sammy Davis Jr.
all right.
And the tapper taps on it, and I sing, and it's incredible. It's an incredible moment. Yeah.
And how does that tap dance song go, like a little bit? Give me a little sample.
I met a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn out shoes. So I'm singing Mr. Bojangles.
Okay.
Silver hair, ragged shirt, and baggy pants. He would do the old soft shoe.
All right. I love that. I love that. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I didn't know I was gonna have to do that,
No,
Joe.
well,
That-
you know,
slipped that one
you
in.
know what? I gotta always, you gotta be quick. You know, with the right uppercut we talked about before, the left hook. You got the 1-2 punch. You got it. That's why I say, because you got it. You got what it takes to be at the level you're at.
Thank you.
You definitely have it. And now with the Shirelles, the other two singers that you have, or the three?
There were three. There were
Three.
three.
No.
Originally, there were four.
Originally four.
Okay, so there was Beverly Lee,
Yeah.
Shirley Alston Reeves, Doris Jackson, and Eddie.
Yeah, and
She passed away.
one passed away of a heart attack, and the other one
Yes, in
passed away of
Atlanta.
breast cancer, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so now your girls that are with you now, how long have they been with you, with your group?
With my personal
Your personal-
production,
yes.
well, it's interesting.
The original, you came out, you said 26 years
Yeah,
ago?
26. I
Okay.
came out I did that from 1989
Okay,
to 2017,
okay.
right?
So now you have your own production
Yes.
company, now you're doing your own thing.
Yes.
And you thinking about doing any recordings, anything happening, anybody's coming up and saying, listen, we gotta do something, some original stuff of your own?
I have my original stuff, Joe.
Go ahead, don't tell
I've
me.
recorded 2 CDs.
That's what I wanna know.
I recorded one called My Story Volume 1, and I wrote 8 of the tunes on the CD. There's an 11-song CD.
So where can we get these songs?
You can get it at cdbaby.com. And then I wrote a second CD and produced it. It's called Learning to Love Myself,
Okay, that's good.
Volume 2. It's really good.
I think a lot of people gotta learn that.
They do.
A lot of people out there, they just they hate themselves. They're angry at the world.
Yeah.
And they gotta learn to love themselves.
That's number one.
Because if you love yourself, then everything is easy. It's a piece of cake, right? And have confidence in yourself, right?
And conversely, if you don't, it's a rough ride.
It's right. It's
Yeah,
right. And don't be angry, because if you have anger on your shoulders every day, you're gonna make your life miserable. You can't sleep at night.
Cannot.
You know, if you let everything go, the anger go, you're gonna be the happiest person in the world,
Happy.
right?
That's what I love. That's why I love my production so much.
Right.
Because it's music that makes people feel good. When people leave the shows, they leave with, you could see them lit up, because I take them back to a moment in time when life was probably simpler. And it's like hearing the first time you heard a song. So for example, let's just say you heard a Smokey Robinson song, right? Ooh, baby, baby. Takes you right back to the moment. What were you doing when that record came out? I tell stories about that in my show.
Okay. Yeah, so you go back to the era of that particular song.
Oh,
when it came out.
yes.
I want to do that with boxing.
Yeah, do it.
I want to talk
Give
about
them that
Muhammad
uppercut.
Ali, the songs in that era, and the songs of Roberto Duran, the songs of that era, and talk a little bit about
That's
Mike Tyson.
awesome.
And all
Yes.
these guys that I refereed. I said, I got to do something with my music with these guys, Spanish, English,
Yes.
doo-wops,
Yes.
R&B, do it all.
Yes.
The salsa stuff. Oh, it'll be great. And I always say that if you have the energy and you have you're creative enough to come up with these crazy ideas. Sometimes the
Absolutely.
crazy ideas turn into
Absolutely.
reality, turn out to
yes.
be great ones. And I believe in that. And that's why I say that you can do anything you want to do.
Yes, you can.
Just put yourself forward. Do it.
Do it.
Don't say
Do
I
it.
can't. I can do anything anybody.
I can do anything.
Anything.
But when you start, okay, so this was so Smokey Robinson, that's the reason I really became a songwriter.
Okay.
So the guy says, go home and write a song. I'm thinking Smokey Robinson, right? I'm thinking he's the songwriter, not me, right? But out of that one statement, go home and write a song.
That's right. The guy can still sing.
Yes.
I go see this guy with those beautiful blue eyes.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
up there start singing. I said, oh my God. He brings me back to the late, early 60s. And I said,
Yeah.
wow, Smokey Robinson.
Smokey.
Man, I got to see him here in Vegas. Wow.
Wow.
What a guy.
Wow.
And there's a group here in Vegas that performed at one of the hotels. And they said that he was one of the leaders of that group. He discovered this group from Australia, I believe it is.
Yes, Human
And
Nature.
Human Nature, and they really put on a heck of a show. If you guys out there haven't seen that show, you got to see Human Nature here in Vegas. These guys are really like the real deal. They can really sing.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like jumping out of my seat, getting up there and sing with them.
Yes.
Because those guys can sing.
Yes, and the music, the music takes you somewhere.
Right.
Every time it takes you back to that memory. And when I met Smokey Robinson, he probably thought I was a crazy woman. because I admired him so much and I thought so much of him. When I met him, Joe, I actually started to cry.
Oh, sure.
No, the tears, and I know he's looking at me, and I didn't know I was going to do that, and the tears just came down my face.
It's just like that song he sings, Tracks of the what?
Tracks of my tears.
Tracks of my tears.
Yes.
He sings that song. It really makes me tears come to your eyes.
Ooh, don't get my eyes moist.
How does a little bit of that song goes?
No, you're not.
God, tell me.
Tracks of my tears.
Yeah.
Baby, take a good look at my face. You'll see my smile looks out of place. Oh, don't
man,
get me started with that. Now,
one of my
I don't,
favorites.
that's not one of the songs that I sing, but
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. The guy can sing, and we watching him is like watching one of the biggest legends of all times.
ever.
Of all times.
Tears.
Yes, absolutely. That song really.
Not tears on my pillow, tears down my
I got
face.
one right here, right now.
I'm telling you. It's, it moves you, and the music moves you. It touches
It
people.
does. It does.
And that's why I loved. I said, thank you, God. You hooked me up. You gave me the hookup when you made me a
If
singer.
I had another life, I would be a singer.
No, you did
I would
fine. No,
love
stay
to-
over there where
I
you
would love
are,
to be a
Joe.
singer, man.
Stay where you are. It's great.
Man, I love singing.
You love
I
singing.
can't sing.
You can't sing,
I
but
sing,
you
I
love
sing in the shower pretty good. I hit that little echo in there. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
But other than that, everybody say, "Shut up already."
Yeah, well.
But I love my music, and it's,
Yeah.
I know that you've been so many years doing this music. And
Mm-hmm.
what age did you start singing?
Ooh, now you're trying to get me to tell on myself.
No.
No, Joe.
Hey,
We've been doing
I
fine.
got people there
No,
watching.
Joe,
they want to know.
Joe, we've been doing so great.
Well, tell them what age should they start if they have a. You're an inspiration to so many folks out there
Okay.
watching. They want to know what age is a good age to start learning how to sing.
You know what I say about that? I think that if you start young, obviously, it's wonderful. But I don't think you should stop doing something just because a couple of years have passed you by. I think that it's never too late. I really believe that. I really do. And because, don't get me started with this stuff, Joe.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know, don't get me
Okay,
started
okay.
with this stuff because I have a belief that everything that you have inside of you to
Right.
give and share with the world
Right.
is put in you so that you can share it.
Exactly.
And it may not look like what it looks like for somebody else, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't share your own.
Exactly. You got the folks out there watching. You got these young kids watching,
Mm-hmm.
watching, and saying, "Wow, I'd like to be like her. How can I get started?" She's like, "Mom, some kids are born. They're natural.
Yeah.
They're born with it."
It's a different-
I believe that most people are born with that voice.
think so.
Because I try to get the voice. I got to make me do something, adjust something. I'll go to a doctor that can operate me, give me a Smokey Robinson kind of a voice. Because I love singing, but I can't sing.
That's okay. But all I say is this: yes, it's great if you get started when you in your mother's womb. If you start there, okay, that's all good. But sometimes life happens, and you can't necessarily, you don't necessarily do it that early.
Right.
But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It just means that you get to do it a different way.
Exactly.
It's never too late. Just sing your song. If you got a song to sing, and you can. Ask the people around you, your family members
Yeah.
will really tell you the truth about whether you can or cannot. You know
Exactly.
that.
I got my mother-in-law. She's 95 years old.
Ooh.
No, 95 years
God
young.
bless her
And
soul.
she still wants to sing every day.
That's
She's
good.
always singing "Mi Viejo San Juan." I said,
This is good.
keep singing, young lady.
This is good.
Yeah, and that's what I like to see. I like to see the old folks singing. I like to see the young folks singing.
Absolutely.
I like to see everybody sing.
Happy and
It
singing.
makes everybody like happy.
Yes, it's joyous. It gives you a feeling that, it's a feeling.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
feeling good just talking about it.
Imagine if you were actually at the show.
Oh, man. They got to tie me down. They got to get a seatbelt to hold me
Yeah,
down.
they got to hold you down.
They got to hold me down because I'll tell you, I'll be up there like in a heartbeat.
Yes, because and then maybe I'll have the opportunity to bring you on stage.
No,
And you
don't-
could sing along with me.
Don't do that. You're gonna
Don't
make
do
it that'll be a shutout.
No.
I mean, everybody like, come on, Joe, don't ruin the show.
No.
Bring good people out there that can sing,
No.
I can wave to you, say, hey, Joe, I wave to you, that's about it. But me getting up there, a singer like you with your talent.
Listen, Joe, listen. With the Shirelles, we did the song, Met 'em on a Sunday.
Oh,
I met 'em on a Sunday.
do run,
yeah,
they
no.
run. No, that's another song.
You got it.
See that? I
But
messed up your song.
but we used to bring people on the stage.
Yeah.
And there were people that did not know how to sing, but they had something else when they came up.
Yeah.
And they would sing their part, and people would go crazy in the audience because it didn't have to be like what the Shirelle sang.
Right.
They made something up themselves.
right.
And it was appreciated.
Good.
So when I call you up, don't get shy on me.
Took a walk and past your house
Oh,
late last night.
No, he didn't.
All the shades were pulled and drawn.
Yes, he did.
Way down tight. So you know what?
Yeah, I won't be singing that song. I'll have to surprise you because I need the element of surprise on my side.
Yeah. That's it. You have a lot of talent, a lot of surprises for all of us, and I'm pleasantly honored when I met your husband and you last week at
Yes.
Matt Gauze's show here
Matt Gauze
at the
is
Mirage. You know, Matt Gauze is a great,
He's a great
entertainer. He can sing. He's from Great Britain, and I met him about 3 years ago. He happens to be a big fight fan. He used to do a little bit of amateur boxing. As a matter of
see
fact, I got him a personal trainer last week, Arthur Prince Williams, former cruiserweight champion of the world. I got him in training at Matt Gauze at Matt Gauze's house every day
Oh, wow.
in the mornings. You know, I said, Matt, you sure you want to do this? Because he came over to my house one day. I have a ring at the house in my gym, and I had him working out with me. The guy can punch. The guy got a
Really?
good punch. Yeah. How do you saw him at the show?
I saw him.
When he came up to me,
Yeah,
and I put my
did.
hands up. He gave me a couple of right hand punches right here. The guy can punch. He loves boxing, and I feel that that Matt Gauze is an individual that has so much talent and so much energy. I mean, at that
Yes.
show, he really he puts the whole crowd to
Yes.
really work
Yeah.
and get the crowd
Don't
going.
you love that?
I love that, man. I love.
That's part of my show. You got to see my
You come out into the crowd with the people, mix with the people.
Yes, and have the people singing along.
Yeah, there you go. Great. I mic. Put that mic on them and
Yeah.
and say, hey,
Hey, I was getting ready to do the uppercut.
no, I want to
Okay,
get the mic. I want to
okay.
get the mic.
Yeah, I'll do the mic.
So anyway, but yeah, that's great where you can do that. You can really mix it up with the fans
Yes.
there. That's what they like. They like that little attention that they get with a live audience.
Yes.
And you're stepping out from your domain up in the stage and you're coming down to
Yes.
mix with them. That's
Yes.
what puts a special touch to the show.
Every time. Diana Ross, we don't need to say anything about her. She was the one in my early days that I watched do that seamlessly, by the way. She did it. It was so effective when she did it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Diana Ross
she's
also.
touchable.
She's one of my favorites. I've been.
Yeah, love her too.
I love her music from way
Yes.
back in the day. I remember one day back in New York City in Central Park, they do an outdoor concert
And she sang in the rain.
in the rain. Not the song "Singing in the Rain." She was singing
Singing
in the rain. For
literally.
real. Right.
Literally.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah. And they showed some highlights of that with her hair. I said, "Oh my, how can she sing out there?" like that?
How?
But that's when you got that in your soul. You got to give
You
it
do
out
it.
there. You don't care what.
Yep.
The show must go on, and she
Must.
made the show go on that day. Very special. But I really admire her for so many years, and she's still active, and she's doing very good.
Awesome.
She talks a lot about her children, grandchildren, and she brings them all on the stage every so
Yes.
often. I really admire her. And I want to thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's very, very special knowing that someone like you who cares about music so much was able to come on my show.
Thank you.
God
Thank
bless you always. And fans out there, take care. Viva Las Vegas, guys. And keep your guards up at all times.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.